Hello everyone and welcome back to part B of how to create your 2D objects for Minecraft in Maya. My name is Kasanis and we're going to be continuing on where we left off in the last video with creating the control system for our diamond right here. Now in the last video we created the mesh and our mesh is looking awesome. We've got our top and our bottom and the sides all colored in nice and neat. The mesh is complete. It's been named appropriately. It's called diamond, which is great. The first thing we're going to do, there's a couple things I want you guys to do. I want you to go to with the diamond selected, it's clicked on, so it's highlighted like that. I want you to go to Edit, and I want you to go to Delete by Type and say History. Bam, just like that. That's going to get rid of all the extra nodes, the extra junk we have piled onto this, all the stuff that when we were manipulating it, we built onto it. Maya holds on to all of the commands, all the historical commands of objects, and when you're done with those historical commands, you don't need them anymore, there's no more adjustments to be made, you get rid of them. That makes the file and everything else much smaller, makes everything much cleaner. Okay, so this box right here should be completely empty. The next thing I want you to do is go to Modify, and I want you to go to Freeze Transformations, just like that, and that's going to set any of the stuff you have here to 0 and set your scale to 1. Great, great, great. Okay. The last, I should have done that. Actually, what I'm going to do first of all is I'm going to rotate this. I want to actually make sure the diamond is standing upright like this. So I'm just going to rotate it along the X 90 degrees, just like that. Okay, so right now my diamond is facing the same way Steve is. Perfect. And what I'm going to actually do is one more time, modify, freeze transformations. Oh, I have the wrong thing selected, which is a good thing I noticed that. Freeze transformations. Make sure you've got translate, rotate turned on as well as scale. Say freeze transformations, and all of your attributes over here are going to be zeroed out. So now my diamond is perfectly ready for a control system to be added to it. And the control system is very, very easy. We're going to go really, really simple with our control system. We're going to add two controls. We're going to add a God node, and we're going to add a secondary node to allow adjustment to where the diamond is placed in the hand. Okay? So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to say create, and we are going to say NURBS primitive, and we're going to go to NURBS primitive, and we're going to go down to circle. Boink, and we're going to create ourselves a circle. Now you can see it right there. It is not the appropriate size, so I'm going to make it a little bit bigger with my scale tool. Make it a little bigger to the size that I want it to be. And let's say I like that size. Now once again, just as we discussed before, this object, this circle can be manipulated into a shape you find pleasing by saying, with the right mouse button hold down, control vertices, and then selecting some controls. Let's say I select that one and that one and that one and this one. Selecting some controls and just moving them around. So let's say I do that. And I'm going to make it look a little more diamondish around my diamond. Perfect. So I just scaled them out a bit. Next thing, holding my right mouse button down, say object mode again. And I want you to select it, and I want you to change the name of this to CNT underscore diamond God node. Diamond God. Okay? And that is just our controlling our overall control system that we're going to use to place our diamond in the scene or put it where we want to go. Okay, so there's my God node. Now the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to create one more of those. I'm going to say create. I'm going to say NURBS primitive, and I'm going to say circle one more time, just like that. And I'm going to, once again, move it out like this so it's a little bigger. And I'm just going to make it look like this. I'm going to leave this one circular, just like that. Okay? And if I'm looking at this from the top, when I actually rotated it, it's not actually when I rotated it, it's actually when I extruded it. I didn't put this right in the middle. The actual pivot point of this object is on the edge, and I don't want it to be. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into panels. I'm going to go into orthographic top, just like that. And I'm going to move this diamond mesh so it is right in the middle, just like that. Just like that. There we go. Perfect. And once again, because I moved it, I've got a value in here. I'm going to say modify, freeze transformations. I'm going to select this guy. He's got a weird scale on him. I'm going to say modify, freeze transformations. I'm going to rename this extra middle control right now. I'm going to name it CNT diamond, spelled kind of close, diamond. And I forgot my underscore, diamond. And we're going to call this one here center of gravity, COG. Okay, there we go. And then the last one, the God node, we're going to select it. Again, we have some scale in there. We're going to say edit. We're going to say, oops, we're going to say modify, we're going to say freeze transformation. Everything is frozen now. Now, this is now, oops, we're going to keep this really, really simple. We're not going to actually do anything else with it. Let's go into our panels, perspective. We're going to keep it really, really simple. We're not going to add anything else to this as far as controls are concerned. We're going to keep it like this. So the next thing I want you to do is I want you to go into Window, and I want you to find your outliner. It's going to open up a new window that looks like this. And I want you to find your diamond. This guy, he's right there. And I want you to take that diamond, and with the middle mouse button, I want you to drag that into the diamond center of gravity and release it. So you can see in my hierarchy now, I actually have the diamond center of gravity on top, and I have my diamond on the bottom. I now want you to select the diamond center of gravity with the middle mouse button, drag it and drop it right on top, just like that, on the diamond God node. Now this is our complete control system. What that allows me to do is move this around. For some reason I have a key set on there, I don't know why. Delete. It allows me to move this thing all around, and move this thing here all around like this. Okay, so I can move one, I can move the other, and I can move this thing around. Now, that is pretty important. The reason why I've done that, let's put this back to 0, 0. The reason I've done that is because when we actually constrain this diamond to our character's hand, we want to be able to manipulate it so it's where we'd like to see it. Now, we've got our diamond. This thing is actually set up exactly the way I want it. This is done. The control system is complete. How do you get it onto the character's hand? How is really, really simple in the last part of this video. What we're going to do is we're going to go into our menu up here. We're going to go to Animation, and it's going to change our top menu. What I want you to do is we're going to use a constraint node. We're going to go up here to our constraints. We're going to select. I'm going to use this circle, which is the IK/FK switch. You can use whatever you really like. You can use one of the bones. You can use anything you'd really like. Now, use something that is going to always be attached to the character's hand. Like, for example, if I switch the IK/FK, some of my things are deleted and they're moved, and they're not going to be in place any longer. So try and choose something like this circular part right here, or the bind skeleton. So choose, I'm going to choose this thing here, my IK/FK switch. I'm going to choose that. Next, so that's the master. This is my slave. My God node is my slave. And I'm going to go up to, I've chosen that second, constrain, and I'm going to go point. And I'm going to make sure that maintain offset is not on, and I'm going to say add. And that's going to jump over there. The next thing I'm going to do is say constrain, orient, make sure maintain offset is not on, and say add. And now, if I move around this character's arm, you're going to watch and see that the diamond follows it. Great. Hi, I'm waving my diamond. I'm waving a diamond. The last thing you're going to do is you're going to use this secondary center of gravity node to place the diamond exactly where you want it. Let's say you want him holding it. I don't know. Let's say I want him holding it like this. And that's why you have that secondary center of gravity. Just like that. Now, wherever I move this arm, that diamond is going to follow. I've got a diamond. I'm waving it. I'm so rich. So that's how you do it. Very, very simple. This will work for a sword, an axe, anything you want it to work for that's 2D and a simple object. Not a machine like a bow or anything like that. Just a simple object. Sword, axe, egg, anything you could think of that's flat and spinny like that. Bam, pop it in there, just like that. Okay, everybody, that takes us to the end of how to build 2D objects here in Maya for your Minecraft character. My name is Kasanas. I hope you guys enjoyed that episode. I hope you watched both parts so you actually understand how to put together the control system for this, and now you can put anything you want into your scene. Alright, if you guys haven't done so, make sure you let me know if you like this video with a big thumbs up. Any comments you got, put them down below. I'm going to do my best to answer any questions you've got. I do my best to answer everybody back. And if you haven't done so, take yourselves 2 seconds and subscribe. You'll get all my videos. You'll get notifications whenever my videos go up. Make sure you subscribe. If you haven't done so, make sure you subscribe to me on Twitter as well, and that way you'll get notifications every time I put up a new video or animation. Okay, everybody, have yourselves a great day.